quit. Um, so updates first. First I would like to say thank you. Um, Someone sent a garden and some markers for the windows, and Web Surfer Guy has sent supplies and wonderful things for me in the house. So thank you guys. Thank you all so much. Um, I believe there was something that came without a thank you, but just know that even if I'm not on here, I appreciate it so much. And really, it has been wonderful to keep my spirits up during this time. And yeah, so thank you. Thank you all so very much. Kind messages, all of that are just absolutely wonderful. Um, so, updates on the fam. My son is gone at the moment. We're not sure where he is. Hi, Karen. Hi, Matt. So that's kind of going on, and that's been really hard to deal with, but also in the knowledge that it didn't work, right? He couldn't make it work with the supports that I was able to offer. So that means that I'm just not able to offer as much support as he needs. Hi, love movies. I am doing well. And that was a hard pill to swallow, right? Like, not enough. And it might be because the relationship is mother and son. I'm not sure. But I hope that he finds the help that he needs, or find something within himself that gives him the drive to fight for his life. And I know I'm not a failure. It still hits the heart hard when you know you just don't have enough to offer someone, or the things that you're offering or the things you're able to offer are not enough. And so that's been difficult. In the meantime, work has been crazy busy. I'm getting ready for a couple presentations, and one will be in law enforcement and encampment resolution, which, just heads up, I don't think that there's much of a place there for that. Unless there is a crime actively being committed. I think that if we go into situations, looking at those that are vulnerable to violence, in a way that is criminalizing their existence, then that's just not a good look. So I'll be giving a presentation on that for Michigan's virtual summit. And then I will be presenting in October again on harm reduction, but harm reduction in engaging those that might be at risk due to behavioral issues, and also harm reduction in HIV. So I will be giving that in, I think, October 26th, and the other will be October 23rd. So I'm getting ready for those. Don't Co Pet Clinic, we have been doing some amazing work. Um, Amanda, I'm not sure how I found you, but apparently I'm subscribed to you. You seem lovely. Thank you. It's nice to have you here. Welcome. Pretty much my vlog is just kind of detailing my life and my thoughts about that, and just kind of, I it's it's been for several years, so like the progression and you know yeah, just how things are going and how I handle certain things. So yeah, hi. And I saw the heart comment, and I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, but I did see it, and thank you. So Donico Pet Clinic, I am the One Health program manager. So that means that I take care of the One Health portion, which is where we got a grant from NeighborCare, the Healthier Here grant. So on Thursdays, we not only do vet care, but we do human health care too. And it's really exciting because people will take their pets to get care before they will themselves. And so in one of our clinics, our doctor was there, and she was talking to this woman who was in a great deal of pain, but her animal needed to be seen. And the woman was just like, yeah, I don't know. Our doctor was like, this is serious. You need to go to the ER. The woman went to the ER. It was very serious and ended up admitted for a few days. So just that point of contact can save lives. And that just is amazing, right? That's super amazing. And so we're going to have more meetings about really addressing like the intersections of health, and that would be like, for example, COVID. COVID would be a good example of intersections because COVID can transfer in between like humans and animals. Like we can give our dogs COVID. And so that's that intersection of, environment and environment, animals, and humans, and how we are interconnected in our environments, and learning how to really integrate that into care. I was homeless for 15 years. Now I'm a truck driver living in my semi. Love it. That's awesome. And I think that that's like a really, like, that's a personal thing. Some people do enjoy having, you know, I think whatever your choice is, having a space that's yours, and you can claim it and be safe in, is super important. So I am glad you found that. I think that's amazing. Good job. um, and that's really, what we're working so hard for. Also, we are beginning a campaign called the Bring America Home Now campaign, and that will be on uh, National Coalition of the Homeless website. Let's see, getting ready for presenting, putting together some presentation proposals for March. I'll be going to Oakland, California. Um, oh my gosh. So, this is exciting. The grandbabies started school, and they're so excited about it, and they're doing wonderful. And Amelia, she is writing her name, and she can even write my name, and I just think they are the brightest little smartest little beans ever. So I'm super excited. It kind of it man, it hit hard, like when I made the decision that I really had to concentrate on, you know, um, my advocacy work and my career, and really ramping up efforts to really solve some difficult issues. That also meant that I couldn't care for them full time like I was. And so having that not there has really been hard for me. But knowing that they're doing well in school, and they still talk to me, and they're going to come over tonight. It's just really wonderful. But that was really difficult. Let me address some comments. Let's see. There we go. Cheers from Bulgaria. Oh, great. Hi, Magic Book. I actually don't know much about Bulgaria. I will have to look it up and learn. Not that. So that's what's been going on in my life. But what I wanted to kind of bring together is part of the issue in dealing with all this is I am now in what's called perimenopause. And so I've been dealing with these insane hormonal changes, and extreme hot flashes. And then dealing with just life in general, and things really picking up and getting busier, and learning, and because anytime I have to do things, I have to learn. I don't ever go into a situation thinking I know it all. If I'm going to speak on something, if I'm going to present, if I am going to make sure that I have the most current knowledge, and that what I'm seeing, even through lived experience, is accurate. I just really want to think through things before ever presenting information that I want us to do better, and so I need to do better as well. So everything's been like a learning process. And oh, hi, Erin. Nice to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it. Aloha. Yeah, I haven't seen you on here in a while. So things got really difficult, right? Because hormonal changes and dealing with, and coming to terms with like having a new contract that is more regular. Um, and so I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? This is on par for what I always think. I think video games are more like life, but I like the concept of leveling up. So if you play games, you will know that, as you do different levels, your learning curve gets more. You'll go level 1, you learn all the stuff, it becomes easy, and the next thing you know, you're leveling up. It gets harder because there's things that you didn't know, but you're able to pair the knowledge from before to work your way through that. But it's harder. Each level is harder, but it's because you have passed the other level and now are facing new challenges. And so I'm really looking at this change in life and the things that are happening as, even though it's kind of, I will be flat out honest, in the last 3 weeks, it has knocked me to my knees. I have been sleeping a lot. I have been trying to soothe my soul and find, you know, because I'm always having to find balance. I'm always having to check myself for balance and make sure that I'm also affirming um, my right to safety and my right to comfort, to feeling good. And so I think I've been catching up on that. And as the days go and the more I'm getting good sleep and really assessing and taking things step by step, I feel better. And so I finally reached the point where I'm at the understanding that I'm leveling up. And so, yeah, of course, it's going to get harder. And that's just when I need to put my big girl panties up and do it. So yeah, that's kind of where I wanted to just let you guys know that it's been difficult. There have been days where I've gone days without showering and, you know, slept and slept and slept and, had to convince myself that, doing my job is the right way to go about that. And in the end, we are making really great efforts, and I can see the results of the work. And I think that's important, is to know that even if it's incremental, we're seeing the results of the work. And I was telling a couple of my colleagues who have been doing this for 15, 20 years, and I said one of the things I didn't think about when I was out there, because it wasn't that long ago, was the fact that now I am working in spheres with people who didn't know me back then, and I didn't know them, but they were fighting for me. They were fighting for me to be okay. They were fighting for me to survive. They were fighting for my rights. And I had no idea. And now I'm fighting with them. And I think that that is such an honor, right? And every time I'm just like, man, okay, that's pretty awesome, And so yeah, it's a good sphere. Let's see what else has been going on. Not too much. Um, there hasn't been tons. Pretty much just some healing going on, and I am feeling good, and you know, um, just ready for what's at hand, and hopefully, hopefully life will slow down just a little bit. Let me catch up, and we will be on to go again. Let's see. You're sort of 44-bit now. Right. Um, so yeah, that's what's going on in life, and life is good. And I think all the time I'm like, I should do a live, I should do a live. But sometimes, even if I have tons to say, I may not know how to say it. And sometimes that takes some processing for me to to know and assess what I'm going through and think about it and come at it from a positive direction and know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, I hope you all have an amazing day or weekend or week. And I appreciate you. And I appreciate your kind thoughts and your kind words and your kind actions. And I know that the majority of you that watch this channel are people who also believe in the responsibility of us as human beings to make a good impact on our world. And I keep that knowledge in my heart, and it helps. It helps inspire me. It helps me keep doing what I do when I just don't want to do anything anymore. So thank you. Thank you for that. Let's see. Yassine, hi. And thank you, Erin. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I am going to get going, and I'm playing with this Ancestry thing now. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to have to fill you in at, not this vlog, but I will fill you in on the next vlog about, so my daughter got me an Ancestry DNA kit, and there was some crazy stuff that came out of that. Because if you know from before, like I was a foster child, and so I have not a strong connection to my biological family, and didn't know a whole lot about like where they came from, anything like that. And so I have been doing some digging, and it's been pretty cool. It's super interesting. A lot of sadness. I'm not getting, like, I don't want to gloss over that. There's been this family line's had some horrible people, but there's also just some cool stuff taking care. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful week. Bye.